to do a couple of readings for you guys late on a Monday night. I was on here just a little while ago and actually was doing a Scorpio live reading, and I had 2 or 3 regulars who wanted me to do readings, so I said, let me go eat dinner and come back. So here I am waiting for them to come on. Oh, and I have my cup of tea here because, like I said, it's not that late, but late enough. And I just realized I forgot to put my mic on. Let me do that. Hang on. I had it on earlier, just a minute. There we go. That's probably better, right? So in the meantime, where is that little deck? Ah, this one. I was going to pull a reading earlier. Just a general sort of message. I was going to do this weekend, and somehow I didn't get around to it. So I wanted to see, as Spirit, sort of the theme for the week. The theme for the week from this is the 4 Agreements deck. Let me pull myself up here too while I have a minute. There we go. Okay. So hopefully it's going to be a good one. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm a little tired. Like I said, it's a little late, and went to the gym and ran about 1,000 errands today. So we'll see how much energy I have. We'll see. But when you come into the chat, let me know who and where you are and so forth. Say hello. Ooh, got 3. I don't really want that many, but let's see. Don't take anything personally. Oh, Lord, that is such a theme, isn't it? Everything in life, we think everybody's out to get us. I'm not saying this about everybody, but it does seem it's so easy to take things personally in life when people are just, they're getting by just like we are. It says refuse to eat emotional poison. I love that. Taking things personally makes you prey for predators. Ooh, P-R-E-Y, prey for predators. They can hook your attention with one little opinion. Ooh, that's powerful. And feed you whatever poison they want. Refuse to eat poison. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, in today's day of social media and all the things that are going into the world, that's really good advice for everybody, isn't it? Don't eat the poison. Yes, I know it. I had another version of that come into my mind, but I think I won't say it. It's probably not the cleanest, so I just won't go there. Yep. Taking things personally makes you prey for predators. They can hook your attention with one little opinion and feed you whatever poison they want. Refuse to eat the poison. All right, guys, that's an important message for us. I stopped watching regular TV a few years back just because of that. I just don't. First of all, it's either jaded or weighted or, full of agenda and blah, blah, blah. And I just don't choose to invest in that anymore. All right, well, guys, I'm here. Where are y'all? You said you wanted some readings. Here I am. So type your question and just say, I want a reading. Type it in the chat, and I might have 2 in me. The end of this very long day and my second live today. I might get 2 readings here before my energy gives out. And I can already tell too my voice is a little bit raspy. But I'm here. So come on, chime in. Chime in. If not, I'll just sit here and do a reading for me. I can see there's people here. Surely I want to know about something. If I can help, I will. Excuse me. I always forget to mute my devices here. Let me do that. Well, not always, but I have the last few. Okay. All right, guys, I'm here. There's a bunch of you here. AJ Martin, welcome. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you saying hello. Where are you from, AJ? I am in Birmingham, Alabama. In the deep south, in Birmingham, Alabama. Is that, you know, these pictures are so teeny on in the YouTube chat. Is that a kitty cat? That looks so sweet. Oh, Liverpool. Wow, Liverpool. That's a fur piece. That's across the big blue ocean. What's your kitty's name? I think that's your puss. What's its name? He or she? And those are sunglasses, right? It's just like I said, the picture's so teeny, it's hard to see it. Sweet kitties. I lost my kitty, my soulmate kitty. It's been about almost 4 years now. I can't believe it, but he's right up there in his jar, or his box, I mean. So, hi, Nico the Goat. That's a cool name, Nico the Goat. Hello, welcome. For you guys who are getting here a little bit later, I was here not even an hour ago doing a live for my Scorpio viewers. And I know, I miss him. He was truly a soulmate animal. Anyway, and I had some regulars come on and said they wanted readings, but I was only doing that for my Scorpio. So that's why I came back. So if you guys want a reading, I may have about energy for about 2. So whoever first come, first serve here. Doing tarot readings or live intuitive readings for you guys tonight. So ask a question if you have one. I can't promise to get to everybody, but I will do my best to get to 2 or 3 here. Another one, what? Another live? Yes, because the first one, I wasn't planning to do readings. I was just planning to do, I just didn't have the time to do a regular Scorpio recorded reading to upload, download, all that good stuff. So I just went live. So I wasn't answering questions in that one. Yes, I'll be happy to. AJ, what's your question? Who your next victim is? I think we won't ask that, but you know, that's your karma if you want to put that out there. Why am I getting all these bad people tonight? That's not normally my crowd. And I say bad people, I don't mean you're inherently bad. I mean just goofballs in the chat. No, it's not a serious question. I think we will stick to the serious questions, please. Taylor, you've been summoned from the highest realms. Well, I think you're on the dark of that side, maybe. Okay. Some days you just get the crazies on here. You know, that's what that little mute button's for. All right, if anybody's serious here, wants a serious reading, chime in or I'll call it a night. I was just hoping my regulars would come back. I guess maybe they didn't believe me. Does that happen, people? When you tell people you're going to do something, do they not expect you to do it? Is that kind of the world we're living in? That's rather sad. That's very sad, actually. That's fine. I'll do a reading for me while I'm waiting. I'm going to give y'all about 5 minutes, and if nobody has a serious, legit question, I will sign off. I will just sign out of here. So I'm going to ask what the rest of my week's going to look like. I'm waiting for you guys to get serious in here. Yeah, I believe that. I believe that. But what I don't see coming is, that's cool. All right, I like that. Finally, victory, communication. All right, I'm liking it. Yeah, that person from the past wants to make nice now, don't they always? Well, no, not really, but... All right, guys, come on. If you're not going to be here, I'll just get off. I'll just delete this whole thing and call it a day. This has turned out to be one of my very favorite decks. It's the small light seer deck. I have the regular size and this one. I like the way it feels in my hands, though. Okay, peoples. Anybody out there? Let me look, go back up here. Moonlight, I needed you about 3 minutes ago. There were some crazy people here. I had to block them and put them in timeout. And where were you, man? It was just, I don't know. It was just like all the Goonies came out, at once. It was, you're already in bed, bless your heart. I've already deleted it, so I don't know. They were just, I don't know if it's really two people that knew each other in the chat, but they were just talking weird stuff, like things I don't want to repeat. Anyway, it was stupid, and I just blocked it. But I said I was coming back, and here I am, and waiting for the two people. But I guess it is the world we live in. When you tell people you're going to do something, half the time they don't believe you, right? There are crazy people, and I'm not going to let it upset me. Thank you, though, for your concern. That was something I had to get my mind around when I first came out here on YouTube, is there will be crazies, there will be trolls, I believe is what they call them here on YouTube. And it just goes with the territory. But I'm going to have to work on my point of attraction. I think it's because I'm tired, and I probably shouldn't be here when I'm that tired. Maybe my vibration is a little bit lower than, maybe, I don't know. Who knows? It just might be my turn. Yeah, forgive and forget. Oh, absolutely. Bless them on their way. I had cabbage stew. I made a big pot of cabbage stew a couple of days ago, and I've been eating on that. I like to make big pots of things because then I can eat on it for 2 or 3 days and not have to cook every time. And you came back. Yes, you did. And you count. You are so sweet. Of course, you're not going to sleep as long as you're here. You're not sleeping if you're here. Oh, goodness. But here we are. Well, here we are anyway, the two of us. I'll give them a couple more minutes, and if they don't come back, I'll I'll just call it a night, I reckon. So what has your day been like? Tell me about your day. You're not sleeping now? I know you're sitting in your bed watching YouTube, watching me, some old lady on YouTube across the world. How was your day today? What did you do? Was it a good day, a fun day, a challenging day? What was your day like? Yeah, I know, just the two of us. Yep. It was a working day. Was it a hard working day or a productive working day, a good working day? Mine wasn't too much work today. Trying to set up a medical factory. Oh, that sounds challenging on so many levels. Why, Taylor, are you going to behave yourself? Chinese investment in Moroccan cooperator. Wow. Chinese are taking over the world, right? Chinese are taking for cancer medication. Well, all right, well, good on them. We can't have enough of that. I don't care what country it is, right? You better behave, Taylor. We don't act out on this channel. I'm all about good vibes here, so behave yourself. Yeah, to make it cheaper. Thank you, AJ. Make it cheaper for the population. Well, that's kind of the good and the bad news. We were talking about this today in my gym about the American industry. Now, I'm biased because I'm here in America, of course, but American industry and how everything has been outsourced now to overseas and China and all that. So it means we get things cheaper, but the quality is not as good. Now, I'm not talking about cancer medications. We were talking about clothing, actually. And so we just, you get what you pay for. It's that old adage, you get what you pay for. Now, hopefully that's certainly not the case. There's no corners going to be cut in your cancer research or cancer medication research, hopefully. But you can't find the machines or raw materials. You mean there? I assume you mean. No, I'm not from Texas. I'm from southern Alabama. I actually was raised in Georgia. So that's why I have this very hard, long, drawn-out southern drawl. Mainly now you're working with China. Well, they are a force in the world right now, aren't they, economically? Roll Tide, yeah, absolutely. They told me when I moved to Alabama from Georgia that I had to pick sides. You couldn't live here if you didn't pick sides. You like the Alabama accent. Well, it's unfortunate if you don't. You just need to click off because there's nothing I can do about it. Not this late in life. AJ, will Trump have a successful 4 years? Oh, Lord, I'm definitely not doing a reading on that. Who knows? I don't talk about politics or religion to most. I'll talk about spiritual things and metaphysics, but not religion per se. And I definitely don't talk about politics. I can tell you this. The world is going through a big shift right now, a huge shift. We've got some major shifts in the planets going on, which is causing major shifts here on our planet. People are waking up. That's why all this ugliness we've been seeing in the world these last several years is coming to the surface, is because the only way these things are ever going to be brought to the light is to come out of the dirt, out of the darkness, into the light where people can see it, because you never do anything about it if, first of all, you don't know it's there or you don't have the awareness of it. So it has to come up to the consciousness and awareness where people can see it in order for people to be motivated to make changes. Now, that's across the board, regardless of the subject that you're talking about. But humans find that very difficult to deal with because, one, back to that card I pulled originally, take it personally. or you're too invested in a certain outcome, too much living in fear about certain directions or outcomes. And so people are going a little bit cray-cray right now. They just are. They're just off the chain. Look here in my chat tonight. Anyway, let me catch. What'd you say? You love to hear me quim. Well, I have to look that word up. That's a new word for me. And I'm certainly not a wordsmith, but I do enjoy good language. Oh, that's a great question, Millie. I will ask that. Taylor, I'm probably got the energy to do maybe 2 readings tonight for free, and then if you want a paid reading, you can get my information and email me. My email is scorpio1111reads@gmail.com. Or you can go to my website. It is darlene.info, DARLENE.info. I'm glad you changed that, AJ. It's a whole different meaning. Now, where's my mind going? I'm coming back up here to Muley. He's my regular good subscriber who doesn't mess around with naughtiness. Okay. What deck for Muley? We're going to ask about his factory. Oh, you get my good deck. I say my good deck, they're all goods. This one, though, is special. Okay, we want to know. What is the highest potential for the factory that Muley is working on? What is the highest potential? Muley, can we just take that question back? Don't like the answer. Maybe that's not the final answer. Let me get a couple more cards for you. Oops. Hey, nobody, welcome. Good to see you again. I think this message is more about you than the actual factory. I will tell you that, but well, why is that there? You know what I heard? I heard false start. Have you already had a false start on this factory? Yes, you have. Yeah, I could feel that. Maybe a second one. I'm really trying hard not to read these cards for you because I don't. Well, we'll see. So, 6 months of waiting. Eesh. I can see that. Yes, this is all about waiting, waiting, waiting. That's time out. Nothing happening there. You're waiting for something to change here, and you're wondering, is this an end to this? But people misread this card a lot. Yeah, sometimes it can be an ending, but really it's about change. Change needs to happen. There's some kind of change here. There were people that, well, let me start with the beginning here. Remorse, regret, sadness about things not coming together. I mean, this is just, you could apply it to you can apply it to the factory is what we ask about. A lot of it had to do with communication. And it's interesting, we're not talking about industrial espionage here, but this is the spying card. I just throw that out there for you. Oh my God, I just heard. Hang on. Muley, honest to God, I was joking, but it's probably things that come out of my mouth even when I joke are relative here. There has been something about that that is a real deal here. You probably don't even know that, but there is something that has happened regarding that in this situation that has caused or this. So, and this is the card of mind games. Mind games. Now, in the reverse, it's saying, boy, I wish really this. No, actually, in this case, this meaning for you, it's like being a victim of a game you didn't even know you were playing. That's essentially what that means for me. Yeah, and things are just sitting there right now. It's not looking good. I'm not telling you the prognosis as much as okay, with Chinese, always mind games. I believe that. I believe that. Oh, Taylor, how very sweet of you. My God, thank you. I'm just seeing that. Thank you, Taylor. I promise I will get to you. Okay, thank you so much for that. Yeah. The end of a cycle, though. The end of the cycle is at the end of the business or the end of a cycle. The end of a journey. That's essentially what that means. About something that was very disappointing where, the money wasn't good, blah, blah, blah. Let me get... You know how... You've been here enough, Moolah. You know that usually gives me the backstory before it gives me the answer. Come on, could you give me a little bit... 1111 in Brisbane, Australia. My numbers, I love it. 1111. Okay, please give me some potential future outcome of this situation. I mean, that could be the outcome too, but let's look. Ooh, okay. That one to come out. I'm sorry. It just looks like a big, huge stalemate. That's what it looks like. This is the card of thinking that maybe I wasted my time here. Maybe I wasted my time planting seeds, thinking maybe this isn't a long-term venture after all. Being up in your head, overthinking it. Crossroads. So far, this is not looking good, Malay. I'm sorry to tell you. Ah, really, of course. And now this just could be reflecting your energy because you're the one I'm plugging into here. But the Knight of Wands in reverse is very undependable. He's in and out. He's reckless, essentially. Reckless. Wishes not coming true as you'd hoped. What else? I hate to have to read it this way, Malay, but this is kind of what's happening. What you don't see. This can also be saying, listen to your intuition. Yeah. I'm hesitating because these last two cards, I want to be sure I interpret this because there's two different directions I could go for you here. The Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. In the upright, it's like she's free and independent and all the things that she wouldn't be here. So it's like, I'm wondering if this is saying, and her money's good. So in the reverse, it's like those things will be blocked. It's like the money's not flowing. I feel dependent on the situation in some way, or whether that's globally, countrywide, because we're talking about China here for you. Now, this card is disappointment in the upright. In the reverse, it's saying, but maybe we need to look at this a different way, a new way. Maybe I want to reconsider that cup. Somebody's really holding on to the money, though. Somebody's being miserly about money, and that's affecting this situation, causing this. What else can you tell me for melee? Oh, geez. Okay. This doesn't look good, Millie. I'm so sorry. This is looking like somebody is making a choice to put an end to something. I'm sorry, my friend. Spirit saying be strong. Now, I don't know. This could just be you saying, I don't, give this task to somebody else. I don't know, but that's what the cards are saying. Be strong. Don't let it shake your confidence. You take care of what makes you happy, of course. There's some shady business going on here. Shady business, Moulay. I hope that helps. I just keep hearing it. Shady business. Shady business. I'm not saying that's on your part, of course, but it's like, because, let me show you. Okay, it's like, this is the card of wishes, the wish fulfillment card, essentially. All right, now what's right underneath that is this shady character here. This is the card of deception. And the story I have to tell you is, in the reverse, okay, it means, you've heard me say this before, it means deception, lying, cheating, blah, 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 blah. In the upright, in the reverse, it's saying something comes back around, but it's not the same. It's that story I've told you before about a guy that loses his wallet on the street corner, and some stranger comes up, picks it up, and calls them and returns it to him, but it's missing the $50 that it had in it. Something comes back around, but it's not the same. And I'm hearing, because these are positive cards, but so it could be telling me either, I'm just not getting, it feels to me like it's saying, it looks like things are going to move and this thing's going to happen, but I could just keep hearing it's an illusion because of this shadiness. Or they want you to believe, that's what it is. They want you to believe that things are going fast and this wonderful opportunity. I'm just not feeling that's what's going on here, though. I'm sorry. I hate to be negative. I really, really do. But that's... I wouldn't bet the farm on it, Moulay. Have you ever heard that saying? I wouldn't bet the farm on it. I think if this deal goes south, you're being released from something that would have been bad, being set free, liberated from something that would have been bad. So I really hope that's not the case, because I like the whole idea of this project being for medication purposes for cancer, but there's just something behind the scenes is what I'm feeling here. Something you can't see, something that's hidden behind the scenes here that, and I'm hearing you have no control over it. You probably don't even know about it. How could you have control over it, right? It's just something here. Well, I hope that helps me. I don't know. I'm so sorry again to have to give you those kind of heavy words there, my friend, but that's what I'm getting for you tonight. And pray to goodness I'm wrong about that. I'd love to be wrong about that. I generally love to be wrong about that. Now, somebody needs to tell me, it does help a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, I know this chat's been flying, whizzing by, and I'm not paying attention. Millie, can you tell me who's up for a reading? Were you tracking that by chance? I mean, I know you're not my official moderator, but you seem to pay attention here, and I do appreciate it. Hey, it's my pleasure, friend. My pleasure. I appreciate you being here. None of us do, AJ. None of us walk alone. Mickey B, and then AJ, is that right? AJ, is your name Chris? Are you saying your name is Chris? Now I'm so confused. Y'all, make sense for me. Okay, AJ said, no thank you. I think Taylor asked for AJ. AJ is saying, no thank you. Miss Mickey B says, Chris. Oh, Chris left, you're saying. Chris left. Taylor, your name is Chris. Well, that's a great name. That's my older son's name. All right. All right. I love it when the chat's fun, but it's hard for me to keep up. All right. So he's back. All right. So Taylor, are you first? All right, Spartacus. Spartacus. Lucky Shuffle? Yeah. Lucky Shuffle, it seems that way. Tonight, boy, this is craziness. I have an issue. This is to sharing my business with you. I have an issue with promising anything that I can't deliver. So if I promise somebody here that for a reading, I intend to do it. And I really, you asked, thank you. Now I'm getting it here. You asked to pick a card for AJ. Well, okay. So I know you guys, what do you like, sitting on your sofa and everybody's got their YouTube on their device going at the same time, or you like sitting across from each other and eating pizza or something? Is that what's happening? Just one card for AJ. Oh, I have a hard time doing one card for anybody. What deck for AJ? Oh, it's not my usual. Let's see. All right, 3 shuffles and pull a card for AJ. What does AJ need to... Whoa, all right, I didn't pull them, they plopped out. Or, yeah, 2. Okay. Well, I just talked about this card, about the 5 of, excuse my nose itching. 5 of Swords is a card of winning at all costs, ego, pride, somebody saying, I don't care what this does to those people in the background, I'm going to win no matter what. Now, in the reverse, it means somebody's kind of realizing what they did. This is sort of the... It can also be self-sabotage. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. This is my woulda, coulda, shoulda card. Or woulda, coulda, shoulda about something to do with family, home, or money. Or somebody wanting, well, it's kind of and, somebody wanting to make amends for this, because this is mind games. Somebody may, again, having a rethink. I wish I hadn't done that because it's affected my home. Does that make sense? Now, that's 2 cards. You want me to stop? That sounds so much like AJ. Well, there you go. The bottom of the deck. Okay, AJ, I don't know what. You're either having trouble walking away from an ending, letting go of an ending, or you don't want something to end. You're still hoping your ships are coming in. But whatever this is, didn't or potentially won't make you happy. Ta-da! All right, you said 1 card. I gave you 4. He plays mind games. Plays like a fiddle. He's a mind diddler. Well, there you go. Here it is. Here he is. He's the Riddler. The Riddler, the Samurai Riddler. Those aren't samurai swords, but I just said that. I don't know what kind of swords those are. I should know. I have several here. I should know that, but I don't know. Generic swords. Oh, goodness. All right, who's next? Who's next? You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Taylor. Big, cuddly, sexy Texan. Well, he might be the only one here that can understand my southern drawl then. They don't have a drawl like we do, though, in Texas. The Samurai Fiddler, you like that? I was looking, I had it out the other day. I have a sword. I have my very own samurai sword. Well, thank y'all for having a chat in my chat tonight. That's fun. Yeah, I know they should get a room, Millie. Absolutely, they should get a room. Jeez. I don't even think they're eating pizza. I think they're eating cold pizza, drinking warm beer. Is what I think. All right. Anybody else have a serious question? You guys are funny. So I didn't get my regulars back. My Playboy Bunny and who was the other one? Cyclown that wanted a reading earlier. They didn't come back. I don't guess. I didn't got lost in the feed, but I don't think they did. You saying that to me or to one of these guys? Come help you with the Chinese. Thank you, AJ. That's very kind. I appreciate you saying that. Yes, please do. I'm actually a lot more fun than the gray hair would indicate, but honestly, I have to be clean here on YouTube. Well, not that I'm not. That's really who I am. I don't get into too much trouble, but you wouldn't know that to hear my gym class talk about me. It wasn't cold pizza. What was it then? I can just kind of picture y'all sitting there. Everybody in there, lazy boy with their pizza, and if you don't know what a lazy boy is, I can't imagine, but with your beer and your... All right, well, that's great. You know, isn't it surprising, though, seriously, isn't it surprising who the universe brings into your life? I mean, that's just, there's no such thing as coincidence, is there? Love that. Well, I knew that. Hey, I'm a psychic. I knew you were in a lazy boy. Mule is saying, and I'm calling him Mule, y'all, in the chat since you haven't been here before. Harris Bob, his name is Mule. He's saying he feels a Venezuelan vibe here. Mickey said, no, I'm British, damn it. I think I'll just go and do something, I don't know, do some laundry or something, come back in an hour, and y'all keep chatting. Casablanca, that's true. He is from Casablanca. Same city as the Beatles. Don't leave. I shouldn't leave. Well, y'all have to ask me something. I can't just sit here twiddling my hair and shuffling cards with no purpose. I need a purpose. Guess I could get my sword out. You want to see my sword? Read for you, Mickey B? Well, ask me a question. What do you want me to read? What do you want to know about? Yeah, you probably would like that, wouldn't you? I could probably kick your butt. I'm just saying, I have a few black belts along with those swords. You're going to be knackered. Oh, God, you got to go to work in 5 hours? Yeah, you're going to be knackered. Well, of course you will. You might not like it, but you'll survive. You know, retrogrades are about rethinking. Anything that starts with the letters R-E, renovation is good to do during a Mercury retrograde. Rethinking, anything So have a rethink. What do you need to rethink here? Yes, it may be your greatest moment. I'm going to ask, what does Mickey need to rethink? What you want to explore. What you want to explore. This is enthusiasm, curiosity. You know, you're not going to get far in life if your only curiosity is to see how far back that lazy boy chair is going to go. I'm just saying. New beginnings, curiosity about what lies ahead. Lily says, I'll get back to China next month. I will meet my son, Ryan. He's going to be 11. Oh, that's such a good age. His mom is Chinese. Didn't see him for 5 years, but I talk to him every day. 3 years because of COVID and plus. Oh, my God. You haven't seen him in 3 years? Oh, I couldn't stand it. I couldn't stand it. Oh, my Lord, that's so very sad to be away from your child that long. Mickey saying it does recline all the way back. I bet it does. I don't doubt that. I bet you the one you're sitting in's got a cup holder in the arm, doesn't it? Mickey just went through the cheese grater. No, I can't. 5 years. Wait, you mean you haven't seen your child in 5 years? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't. You did say 5 years. I just misread it. Told you I need new glasses. Oh, my God. Oh, that's horrible. I mean, really, I can't even. At 11 years old, because they change so fast at those ages. Oh, gosh. Oh, hey, Richard. Welcome back. Welcome. Good to see you again. Well, I, for one, am grateful for the work that you're doing, Millie. I have to tell you that. It's, and Mickey, thank you for that. That's sweet. So, no cup. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. You just want me to be wrong, don't you? I bet it's a nice brown, taupey brown, fuzzy one too, isn't it? No, I don't know. It might be leatherish, but I think brown fuzzy for you. You kind of got that warm, fuzzy teddy bear vibe going about you. Well, Taylor, thank you. That kind of sex we'll take here on this channel. That kind of getting jiggy with it we'll take here on this channel. Hadn't heard that saying in a while, have you? I love that movie with Will Smith, Getting Jiggy with it, or his song, Getting Jiggy with It. Oh, Richard, I love you for calling me that. Thank you. I'm doing very well. It's been a very wild night. I almost said ride, but I don't want to give these gentlemen any fodder here for later. It's been an interesting 2 lives I've had tonight. It's been very interesting and fun, actually, guys. You made it fun. I have to tell you, you made it fun. Everything is fine. Yes, again, I've had an interesting day today. These guys got me blushing here tonight. Are you all subscribed? Do you guys even know what I do here besides pull cards? Probably not. You know, I do a lot of weird things here. Are you sure? I mean, I talk to dead people. I mean, I do weird stuff here. You did brighten my day. You actually did, Taylor. After I made you sit in the corner. Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, that's very sweet of you. Thank you. Well, behave yourself, Taylor. Do you know what I used to do to my sons when they were misbehaving? We had this, you know, a breakfast island, and I would be cooking whatever, and they'd smart off at me, and I'd just reach across and grab them by the ear, and I'd say, what did you, and I'd pull the earlobe, what did you say? I was a tough love parent. I mean, I loved them too. They knew that, but so don't misbehave, Taylor. That's the moral of that lesson. I believe you're in Liverpool. That's so fun. Yeah, that's right. Moulay, a.k.a. Bob Harris, is my unofficial moderator, so you can expect him to pull your ears. Close to the airport. Well, I cannot help you with that, Mickey. Sorry. Have to find some local girl for that. Richard, you're saying it's okay. We all need to go through this to move. Yes, we do. Oh, goodness. Yes, we do. And there is a saying, I'm going to make myself blush here just because you guys are here. You're probably all too young to know this saying, but I'm going to maybe make you blush by saying it. There may be snow on the rooftop, but there's plenty of fire in the furnace. So you never know with old ladies. Just giving you that for general information for future. Just never know. If you're talking to me, Richard, thank you. I'm not sure if you're talking to them or to me about releasing any guilt. Life's too short. I mean, I ask for forgiveness for whatever I may have done to other people, for certain. I have been blessed by an Englishman tonight. Indeed, I have. Thank you, Taylor. Well, I got to keep it clean, though, Mickey. I do have to keep it clean here on YouTube, and that's not really what my channel's about, but we had a little fun tonight, didn't we? Yes. Well, we are forgiven. I have a little tidbit for you guys. Did you know that the word sin, now I'm not going to get all churchy on you, but I just thought we're talking about forgiveness here, that the word sin is actually an archery term. It means miss the mark. Think about that a minute. Think about that a minute. I don't really need to elaborate on that, I don't think, but it's your English is funny. Thank you, Millie. We all are, exactly, we're all sinners. That's what that means. To me, that's what that means. We're all sinners because we're all missing the mark. Every day we get up and miss the mark, my goodness. But I don't think I'm not going to go there. That's a religious topic. We don't do that. I don't do that. Richard's saying it was one of my realizations that I reflect upon and meditate a lot on in my life. Do you mean missing the mark and forgiveness? Well, it's good, but we can't live in the past either, so I think there's a balance to be had there. Oh, Molly, I think that is really heavy on yourself. I think that's not warranted. Well, I mean, what I'm saying is I don't believe it's your fault. I really don't, and that came through in that reading for you. There's something going on behind the scenes that you don't know about. And that's just what came through to me clearly. So I don't think you need to feel like that's your fault in any form or fashion. What's the mark? Well, whatever you decided for it to be. What you decide for it to be. Remember, you've heard me here on this channel so many times talk about law of manifestation. I mean, you got to be in that. You got to find your way to that vibration that your vision for that. What is your vision? And I don't really want to talk for another 30 minutes about that tonight, but you've got to feel like it's already there. You've got to have a very clear vision about it. Put yourself in it as if you're already experiencing it. Feel it emotionally. And then go get happy about something else. Sounds counterproductive, but it's not. Because I think you're so wound up with what's not happening there, you can't get to the good feels, and you can't raise your vibration to match what you're wanting here. I'm really rambling here, but you got to get to feeling good about something totally unrelated to what you're trying to manifest. You got to get to feeling good. Find something to get happy about. That's my tagline here. Get busy getting happy. And then when you do that, your vibration raises, not because you're focusing on this, just because you're getting happy. And then you can start bringing in some of those things that you want. Planning doesn't work anymore. I can see that. I think that's what that Page of Swords was about. Well, Millie, I would ask you this. Now, I know in that kind of job you have to plan. Obviously you do. I mean, of course you do. You're saying my vision is clear, but it's always hijacked, but hijacked by what other people want, right? Yeah, I should have some tea. You're right. It's cold now. We'll already have 12 likes. You get me to 20 and I'll bring my sword out, Mickey. I promise. I have 3 swords here, but I'll bring mine out for starters. I have my sword, my brother who's living on the other side, and my father's sword. Just saying. You never know a girl. You can't judge me by my cover. You just never know about people. Oh, she made it. I've been here for an hour. Girl, where have you been? Where have you been? All right, you get me to 20 likes. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I was reading the wrong column. It's 9 likes. Get me to 20 and I'll pull my sword out. Mule, what was I talking to you about? Hang on, let me come back up here. Well, yeah, I got that feeling, yes. And I'm telling you, it's because something's going on behind the scenes that you have no control over. Now, we could get all spiritual with that and say that, you know, that's an etheric thing. But I think it's more practical, earthly, 3D. I really do. I don't think that's necessarily, you know, just something woo-woo-y. Or I just think there is something tangible behind the scenes that you're not seeing. Somebody's pulling some strings, doing something, and for whatever their personal agenda is, that's causing a lot of that. Not all of it, but a lot of it. And I'll tell you something else too, that I'm getting a message for you. Why it would have anything to do with you, I don't know, but I know this is a very small planet we live on. And I know the United States, and yeah, I'm not going to get into politics here, but I just got a message that whatever's going on over there has something to do with the American election. Now, you put that where it fits in your story, but like I said, it's a small world. And so maybe they were waiting to see what happened here in the United States in the election before they really wanted to move things. And maybe they were stalling, or maybe they're waiting to, because they've greased pockets having to do with this. Who knows? Who knows? I'm just saying. But that there's just something going on that you're not privy to. Ow, got a knot in my hair. No, still only 10. I can't bring my sword out yet, Mickey. Can't bring my sword out. Oh, Lord, you guys are so funny. Hang on 1 second. I'm going to get back up here for 1 second. God, this is a long chat. I love it. I love it, guys. Did I read for anybody that wanted a reading? Did I get everybody that actually requested a reading besides Playboy Bunny? And I know she's here for one. Playboy Bunny, you need to hang around with this group tonight, man. They are fun, fun, fun. I just want to be sure I hadn't missed anybody. Well, I have no doubt my reading has nothing to do with your integrity. You are doing, I feel, exactly what you need to do. There's just something beyond your control, as you've said, that is sidetracking this at the moment. Well, I'll let her do that. Playboy Bunny, where are you? She was on my earlier live and asked me to do a reading, and I couldn't do it right then. I need to go eat, so she's back here. It has been a weird day for me, too. Not bad weird, just different. You're here. Okay, good. So you wanted me to do a reading for you, and I'm here. I came back for you. didn't know I was going to have this much fun with all these other guys, but I'm glad they're here. What was the magical life, Richard? What are you referring to? Did I miss that in the chat? Okay, we're asking about Jonathan. Okay. Yeah, y'all introduce yourself and make nice there. Now treat her like a lady. She's a nice person here. Y'all be nice. Age. Maybe when I bring my sword out, I will, huh? Oh, goodness, I got to get serious. All right, let me put on my serious hat here for Playboy Bunny. You guys are funny. Whew, all right, what deck for Playboy Bunny? Let me stop here. What deck? This one already. We're having way too much fun here tonight. I might be wish I had a glass of wine instead of this cup of tea right now. All right. Show me, please, how is Jonathan feeling about Playboy Bunny, please? And thank you. How is Jonathan feeling currently about Playboy Bunny? Confused, for one thing. Don't let her handle, aka Playboy Bunny, lead you to think she's anything but a nice woman. I'm just saying. Y'all don't get to, you know, treat her nice. Don't run her off. She's a regular. What else does Jonathan feel about Playboy Bunny? Well, y'all only got 10 likes, I guess, in this sword tonight, huh? Too bad. Oh, well. What's at the bottom here? He's afraid you're going to cut him with this sword. I can tell you that. He's afraid that this is who he's going to meet. Ooh, yeah, he just doesn't know. It's like, I can't see. I don't know. I can't get these. I don't know, and because I don't know and I can't see, I'm afraid. I'm afraid and I don't like it. It's a heavy burden because I'm afraid it's over and I don't want it to be over because I'm missing her. That's about as clear a reading as I think we've gotten about him, isn't it? Maybe this deck is starting to warm up to me. It's a new deck. Plenty of swords. I know, right? What is the thing with the sword theme tonight? Oh, he's been pulling away. I'm like, what the F? Yeah. Fancy moving to England. Playboy Mickey, you're so funny. Oh, God. I am going to get wine in a minute if y'all keep this up. I'm just saying. No, the swords are in the closet right here. The real swords. Oh, well, so I guess that's true. Yeah, because, I mean, she's cold. She is cold, this queen. But I'm just hearing fear. What is he afraid? Is he afraid it's over? Let me get some more. This is not enough. I need to know more. Press 1 for 1. Let me guess, you're hoping 20 likes plus 1 glass of wine will equal 3 swords and spicy talk. Did I get that right? Oh, God, you're funny. What in the Sam Tower is this? Yep. Well, clearly he's pulled back. Yep. Oh, his pride is hurting. And I'm not making fun of him, but I mean, that's kind of, the Emperor in reverse is somebody who's all in their ego and all in their, I want to control everything about this. And for some reason, the energy off of this is like spoiled brat energy for me tonight. Now, I'm not saying your person's a bad person. I'm not saying Jonathan's a bad person, but it was kind of had that feeling to it tonight. Yeah, there's been some tower. What I don't know what's going on with him. There's been some kind of upheaval. 6 of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, this is large imbalance, can we say? Because somebody doesn't want to change. He doesn't want to change. That's what this is about. He does not want to change. Now we get to the meat of it. Yep. I don't want to change. I'm finally getting clarity. And y'all laugh. Everybody sit back in the chair and have a good belly laugh again, because guess what came back out for the 1200th time? Swords, especially this 5 of Swords in reverse. Maybe everybody's getting a butt kicking with these swords this week, or I don't know what. What would you do with a sword besides you wouldn't? Well, never mind. Yeah, this is my woulda, coulda, shoulda card. Playboy Bunny. Yep. I'm finally getting clarity about what I wish I hadn't have done and what caused this failure to launch here. Yep. Oh, goodness. Right. And this kind of home situation, you know, this is a weird energy coming off this particular 4 of Wands. I'm trying to put my finger on it. A potential coming together. I'm going to put it like that. And he's hurting. And he knows he's hurt you, or you're hurting. And we're circled all the way back after all that shuffling to these cards coming back out again, which is the Queen of Swords in reverse, ice cold. The same thing, the moon, I can't see, I can't feel, I'm afraid, this is a heavy burden. Yada, yada. I think starting over might be reckless, or I'm afraid to take that leap. Yeah, he's afraid of something. What is he afraid of? He's afraid, yeah. He's just afraid he's going to get hurt again. He's afraid of giving his cup of love, being emotionally vulnerable. Well, welcome to the club. It's not so elite over here in this club of broken hearts, is it? He's being so unreasonable. I know. You know what? I know what I'm feeling now that you've said that. It's like he's daring you to break up and say goodbye forever. He's like daring you to. Or daring you to mess up somehow, because then he'd have an excuse. All women, I knew it. All women are like that. All women think that I'm whatever, fill in the blank. All women, you know, it's like he's almost daring you to fulfill some belief, negative belief that he has. Or maybe it's, I don't feel worthy, and he's waiting for you to mirror that to him in some way. Interesting. Does that sound kind of right? Yeah, I know. Isn't that sad? Maybe he wants to change. Well, I wish that were the case, but when the Death card is in reverse, that's somebody who doesn't want to change or refuses to change. Now, that's today. Tomorrow's a new day. Tomorrow is a new day, right? Doesn't have to be that for more than right here, right now, this red hot minute. But I think I'll ask another question for you. Hang on, let me put these back. You said you're not going to chase him down, but I'm not out here sleeping around either. Well, good, because that just makes you confused, I'll be honest. I think it would just confuse your emotions right now, because truthfully, you still want this person. I know you do. I can feel it. You need to be patient. I love that. AJ, you're available. AJ is available and focused on, yes, that's right, and focused right in this moment. Let him go and marry Mickey B. Good, no kids, okay. Now that's great advice, Moulay. If you love yourself, he will love you too. Love that. We should ban AJ. Now, I want to ask, what potential actions he might, I don't know if they'll show me that or not, but let's see, what potential actions he might take. Well, yes, Taylor, but it's also the truth. You can't attract to you what you don't already reflect. God, the card. All right, you saw me shuffle the deck. Did you see me shuffling? Jeez, are you asking me that, or are you asking her that? Yes, I'm sort of mostly single, kind of single. I have a friend. I think you'd better ask him that. I never know with him. Yeah, because these same cards came back. It's just repeating message. I'm missing you. I hate that I don't want this broken heart. I just don't have the patience to deal with this, so I'm going to hold my position here, but I know this thing is toxic and I need to be released from this toxicity, and I'm just feeling all weak about it. I have no strength and I've lost my confidence. Yeah, and I'm feeling like the world needs to be about me right now, because I'm fairly shallow and probably needy, and right behind, I'm fairly needy, and I'm the emperor who wants everything my way. You just need to give him some space. Just give this man some space. He just needs some space. Yep, he just needs some space. Yeah, and he's overindulging. Besides that, he's overindulging. He'd like to come in out of the cold, but yeah, he's unhappy. Okay, just let him sit over there in it a while, honey. Just let him sit in it. You know, sometimes, and I'm not just saying that because he's a guy, sometimes we just need to sit in our stew to figure out where we are, right? He is so needy. I got that right? He's needy and ego-driven. Well, that's what those cards were saying. That's right. What are they giving you a hard time, Moulay? Oh, God. Roses are red. Color of the... Oh. Playboy Randy, I know, honey, believe me, I have that t-shirt. It's so hard to say no when we want them, isn't it? And that's girl-to-girl talk or person-to-person talk, but I got that t-shirt. It's so hard. I get it. We are, the heart wants what the heart wants, as that saying goes. Just keep loving on you. Keep thinking positive and focusing on something besides him. And I'm not saying that in a negative way. I mean, just find something else to fill your cup of happiness. That's what I mean. Well, that's right. Yep. Well, ladies, I'm going to tell you, Mama and Playboy, reserving my energy. Yeah, it's really what I always preach about here on my channel is law of attraction. If you're focusing on what you don't have, you'll never get what you want. You've got to fill your cup with something fun other than that person, and then you'll be up here at this beautiful frequency, and you'll attract something that's at that frequency, at what you want. Does that make sense? Oh, my words are getting all over the place tonight. I know, he's possessive of you. Yeah. I can relate to that one also. Possessive, and yeah. Well, I gotta. I am enough. Amen, Mama. I am enough. I am more than enough. Y'all are funny. So funny. Okay, well, we got 12 likes, 8 more, and I'll bring my sword out. Anybody hit that like button, add to their entertainment tonight? Mama's saying, let him linger, I guess, as he won't leave me alone. Well, yeah, but here's what I say. If you want them, you can leave the door open, but don't wait on them. Get about your life. Get about, again, I'm preaching on getting happy, because happiness is the vibration that brings you everything you want. Go watch Abraham Hicks videos. Go watch Joe Dispenza about law of attraction. Your thoughts are the electric signal that sends what you want out into the quantum field. Your emotions are the electrical charge that is a magnet to bring it back into the 3D reality. So you just can't get there. You can't get that person back if you're focused on what they did wrong and what's missing in the relationship, and I miss them, and why the hell aren't they here? You just can't get there. You've got to focus on you and all the good things about you, and all your good qualities, and whether it's that person may come back or better. Well, yeah, I looked at that one time too, a shared partnership. Well, I was in one. I didn't know I was in one, but yeah, there was that. And I actually, that works for some people. I've just lost the word for it. What is it called? Oh shoot, I can't think of the word. It's a very contemporary term now. It'll polyamorous. Polyamorous. As long as everybody knows and everybody's being above board and honest with everybody else, then that can work for some people. Polyamorous means, yeah, basically an open relationship, yes. Yes, polyamorous. There we go. Even correct spelling. I'm impressed, Millet. The world is changing, and I'll have to comment. I'll give you my 2 cents here, because you guys are still chatting. Well, don't we all, Taylor, man or woman? That's all any of us want. We just want somebody who will accept us for who we are, warts and all, right? And yes, Millet, I was going to make that point also. It's a kind of a changing time in our history where we're evolving. Of course, the divorce rate here in the United States anyway is like 50% of marriages end in divorce. Well, is that because people are changing more rapidly? Is that because people are naive and don't understand the commitment that you're taking on when you marry someone? Is it because people don't want to work that hard anymore? And I think it's more the latter. People don't understand a relationship is really hard work. And you can't be blaming everything on that other person. You have to take responsibility for your part, for your 50% of what you are manifesting in the relationship. So if both parties are doing that and owning their 50% and communicating about it, that's a healthy relationship. But when you're looking solely to another person to fill your cup, that's a very unhealthy relationship. So that's my 2 cents worth on that. Just sort of bring that interesting subject up. Social media does contribute to that, right? Yes, it does. I love that, Taylor. I want to sit by the fire and howl at the moon and drink whiskey with mine. That's what I want to do. I said that out loud, didn't I? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I did. My bad. Oh, my bad. No, I know. It's so true. I think it's just hard. Life has gotten harder because we have so many more responsibilities, commitments. We have to work harder. Things cost more, and humans are overburdened, and they don't. It's just like I can't work that hard on one more thing in my life, and so sadly, relationships suffer. And then you're not brave anymore. I didn't say that you did, but I'm really glad you did. I think that's a piece of it. Or they're just not willing to educate themselves on what it takes. Taylor, are you signing off tonight? You're not going to stay to see my sword? We're six likes away from seeing the sword. Only 5 more likes. Now, yep, 5 more likes. We just got 5 more likes. Yes, values are changing for sure. Values are changing, I know. Hey, kitty cat. Welcome, welcome. We have a wild group going on here tonight. Oh, I know you're not, that comment wasn't for me, AJ. I don't think. 3 more likes. Is it really? I took my glass. 3 more likes. You're right. 3 more likes. And love is a trend. She's going to hit that like button. She's always a good supporter. Love is a trend. We have a thing going. You got to hit the like button. If we get to 20 likes, I'm going to show y'all my sword, my samurai sword. And these hot guys in here are desperate to see my sword. So, oh, you guys are too funny. Oh, and the wine. I don't know. Did I say wine with that? How about we start with a sword? Maybe another night I'll get the wine too. I don't know. You know, oh, that might be a lot. It's a Monday night. Shouldn't we do that on a Friday or a Saturday night? All right. Come on, guys. We're so close. Hot English, guys, for everybody. I love it. And Richard, you're hanging in here with us too. I love it. You guys are so fun tonight, man. Trying to think what else I could go get, let's see. I'm trying to think because some of this is in a closet too dark and deep to dive into tonight. But best I better see if I can get to it. Okay, we got 2 more. So Goth Babe is here. Goth Babe, we're in a little contest. If you hit that like button, I'm going to bring my sword out. We got 2 more likes to go. We're so close. And these men need to go to bed here. So I hope you think about, what are you going to be talking about around the water cooler tomorrow? Well, this old lady was showing me her sword last night, and I couldn't go to sleep. Hello, hello. Okay. 2 more likes, guys. We're almost there. 2 more likes. You're staying, Richard? It's 3 a.m. Mooley, what time do you have to go to work? That's ridiculous. You're supposed to be working on your sleeping challenges. 1 more like, well, you're looking at a different screen than I am. I'm seeing 18. No, I do. I see 19 on this screen. All right, 1 more. All right, 1 more. All right, I'm going to go. Come on, y'all got to get to 20. Night me, I shall. I shall night you, Mickey. I forgot my night. Hold on. All right, hold on. we there? Are we there? I can't see. Are we there? One more light. Come on now. You want it to come out of here, right? You do want it to come out of here. You need a smoke for this. Yeah, I do too. How about a good sweet cigar and a glass of red wine? And yeah, that sounds pretty good. Right about now. I gotta work tomorrow though. I can't. One more light. Come on, guys. It's a katana. It is indeed. This is actually, I'll be truthful with you. This isn't a sharp one because it was for training, but I do have one, and I'll show you that in a second. This is the training one. Oh, come on. One more like, really? Someone like, someone, one more person. I'm just teasing. It's just a tease. It's just a tease. Y'all are so close. I can't keep y'all up all night. You should tell your grandkids about this moment. Now, next time I'll put my gi on, you know, my martial arts gi on for you and do the whole spiel for you, right? Ta-da! Here we are. Ta-da! Ta-da! I don't know if you can see it, but... And you thought I was playing, didn't you? Ta-da! Just what? Just the tip? Well, hang on. I don't have enough room in this little room. Do you feel blessed, Mickey? I'll show you the, hold on one second. See if I can get the other one out for you. This one will cut the hairs off a gnat. Can y'all see this one? Ta-da! Boy, oh boy, you guys have really no lives. This was my brother's and it's... Alright, got it in there. Too long for me. Woo! Okay, to make your night, and we got to 20. We got to 20. Y'all really need to get a life. If that's your most entertainment you've had all week, y'all need to get a life. That's all I'm saying. You thought I was making it up, didn't you, Mickey? You thought I was making it up. I know you did. Oh, God, you guys have made this so fun. Thank you for being here. You did. You did. Well, not... You tapped it. You tapped on it. You knocked on the door. Yeah, you got to push me really hard. But, yeah, it's in there. My inner samurai, definitely. Oh, goodness. I did really love that. I did martial arts for, oh, God, I don't know how many, not quite 2 decades, but I didn't start until I was 48. That's when I started martial arts. And really loved it. It was one of the best things that ever happened to me in my life. And I'm very happy to have that in my repertoire, in my past, my experience. Taught me so much about self-discipline and not giving up on yourself and other people and yada yada. So it was a good couple of decades for me. Everybody's signing off now. You've had your dream. You've got fodder for your dreams now, don't you guys? Oh my gosh. You're welcome, Taylor. That was fun too. I enjoyed it, honestly. Y'all made it fun. It can get kind of same old here, reading tarot cards to people, and that was fun tonight. Thank you. What am I going to do when I get off my live? I am going to take a shower and hit the hay tonight. I've got to get up and work tomorrow. It has been a blast. It's been so fun, guys. When the blade was, Richard says, when the blade was pointing at me, I thought, let's play a game. I tried to evade. It's funny. That's very funny. I'm blushing. Yeah, I did have one or two people in the dojo because obviously I was teaching. And I wondered sometimes if they knew what they were saying when, they would say, please, ma'am, may I have another? I couldn't resist. I couldn't resist. Taylor, naughty. Oh, I am blushing. I'm blushing. Y'all bought my naughty out tonight. AJ, you sub, thank you. Well, I hope you'll come back. Most of the time, it's just boring tarot readings. It's not nearly this much fun, but you guys could liven it up for sure. For sure. Three amigos, I know it. I love it. Three amigos. Oh, have mercy. It's after 2 in the morning here. Y'all get some sleep. Get out of those lazy boys and go get some rest. To dream about swords and Scorpios, double Scorpios. We're not like, well, I won't say that. That's not G-rated. Good night to all of you. And TJ, you can ask a quick question, and then I'm going to have to sign off for tonight. I've been on here this is my second live tonight. I can't pronounce your name, honey. I don't want to butcher it. It's TJ. I can't. We went through this the other night, and I couldn't pronounce your name, and I don't want to make a mess of it. So type your question. Good night, Mickey. Good night, Taylor. Good night, AJ. It was such a pleasure. Thank y'all for being here and making it a fun night. I think Mulay's already gone. I'll say good night to him. And Richard, if you're leaving, good night to all of you. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all's good energy and fun tonight. It made it really a great fun night. Thank you. Thank you. So good night to all of you guys. And let me see if I can't pronounce your name. We'll ask her question here. You're staying until the wine. Richard's staying until the wine. I love that spirit, Richard. Probably not going to happen tonight. If I didn't have to work tomorrow, I would. But I do. I got to work tomorrow, and I can't drink wine when I'm working the next day. So, rain check. How about that? Rain check. Maybe this weekend. If I do a live like a Friday or a Saturday night, that could happen later in the reading. So we could all make a date to come back and reconvene, right? I do, but that was my personal one. I don't think I have my Scorpio thing on WhatsApp, but you can reach me through email. It's Scorpio1111reads@gmail. Excuse me. All right, where did my lady who wanted a reading go? Where is she? Sound off. Well, I said it was a lady. Maybe it wasn't a lady, but whoever asked for a reading up here. Sound off. Ask your question. Well, you've been here forever. Of course you can. I just can't pronounce her name, or I call her by name. I say her. It may not be a woman. How do you pronounce this name, Richard? I'm spelling it T-E-J-A-S-V-E. How do you pronounce that? I don't know how to pronounce it without making a muck of it. What do you want to ask me about, Richard? What would you like to know about? I've got 2 more sips of tea here. Hang on 1 second. I can't covered up my cards here. First of all, don't give up. Yeah. You're having a hard time moving on from something. Feeling at a cross right now. Let me pull. So I don't know that that's the right deck for you. Let me see. What deck for Richard, please? This one. Well, this is my newer deck. Has been sort of shy, and tonight it's kind of come out of its own tonight. It's talking more tonight. Let's see if it will talk to you. What would you like to tell Richard tonight? What advice or message for Richard tonight, please? What message for Richard tonight? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. I can't believe y'all got me to get my swords out. That's so funny. You gotten shy on me now? Well, Richard, now I don't know if this has already happened or this is about to happen, but there's some kind of an offer coming towards you, but you don't feel it's fair. There's something about it that you feel is not right, not fair. The scales are not balanced, and you're very disappointed about it. Okay? So I feel like you can confirm for me if that's already happened or that's where you find yourself now. But Spirit is saying it's the end of that cycle. I cannot believe this card is coming out. It's come out in every single reading tonight. What is going on, Spirit? And every single time it's come out in the reverse. What in the world? I wonder if this has to do with Mercury retrograde. These same cards came back, Richard, that I had earlier. I can't even believe that. You saw me shuffling. You have Mercury in Scorpio, and Mercury's retrograde right now. So yeah, I think you're taking maybe. I start to say taking another look at something, but I don't know if this is you or somebody else, and that's what I'm trying to tune into. No. I'm keeping the World card. I feel like Spirit's saying there's an end to this cycle of you being disappointed about something, feeling sorrowful. This is like poor me, but I don't mean that in a condescending way. I mean like things just hadn't gone my way for a while, and I'm kind of tired of it. That sort of energy. You talk to you a lot. Well, sometimes that's really good. We are often our own best counsel, and sometimes it's bad because we can be our own worst counsel. Show me what you need, what you'd like me to say and help guide Richard with. Ah, I do like that. I like that a lot. Okay. Spirit is saying you have all the resources at your disposal. you have the tools. I think you're questioning. This is, I'm feeling you've kind of lost your confidence about some things, Richard. And Spirit is saying, but you can manifest it. You have all the tools here at your disposal. This is the Magician card, and you can see he has wands and a cup, and somewhere in there I can't point and look at the card and point to you. It's swords, and all of the elements are represented here. This means you have every tool that you need to go forward, to manifest, to make whatever you're working on balanced again, because this is saying there's an imbalance. There hasn't been an equal give and take. I heard you have the power. And I don't mean that in an egotistical way. I love it. I love it. I don't like that, but I like this one. So King of Pentacles, yes. This is the king who, you know, it's prosperity. It's a good foundation. It means, you know, he's a go-to kind of guy. He has his money good. It's just, he's dependable. And I feel like that's saying who you either are or can be, or this is coming toward you. It's happening for you. You're saying you felt that way all your life. Yes, and I have a lot inside, but some blocks to incarnate my life fully, if that makes sense. It does. It does. Yes. Well, do you know what I heard recently that made so much sense to me for a lot of people, Richard? Particularly right now, this new phase of, I don't remember, forgive me, I'm not an astrologer. I wanted to say, I think it was referring to the Pluto moving into Aquarius cycle. So I don't quote me on that. But it talked about a lot of ancestral karma being satisfied, answered, let go of. In other words, the debt has been paid and we're now moving into another era. And so I kind of get that sense for you with some of this. I feel like you feel you've missed a lot of opportunities, and it's caused you, I mean, this can mean unhappiness, but mainly it's holding back. It's a missed opportunity in love. It's I can't find I feel like for you it's saying, I can't find what I love in life. I can't find my purpose, even, is the word that I'm hearing for you. I can't find my purpose. Where do I need to point myself in life to fill my cup, you know? What else, please, for Richard? You're saying, yes, a couple of months back when Pluto entered Aquarius, it was a big turning point of awakening, still unfolding. I'm feeling that too. I feel like I'm standing, and I'm saying this because you may have felt this as well. For me, energetically, it feels like I'm standing on the shore and I feel this huge wave coming toward me. I can't see it. I just can feel it. I know it's coming. Like, I just feel it coming toward me. I don't know what it's going to look like. I just have a sense energetically that there's something major coming. And I'm wondering if that's kind of what, yeah, sounds like that may be what you're feeling. Well, I don't understand this. It's saying, you know, well, this is actually, now that I rethink, kind of what I was asking about here. Spirit is saying don't give up. I mean, this is the Apprentice card. He's working hard on his craft, but I'm hearing Spirit saying don't give up. Yeah, you've made some choices that maybe didn't turn out, were not fruitful. didn't find the expansion or maybe even nurturing that you'd hoped to get from them, because sometimes that's disappointing news. But yeah, can't make it up. Thank you, Spirit. I was feeling don't give up from that card, which is an unusual message, but that's why. This is the Seven of Wands. He's standing on that hill, defending his ground. No, you will not take this ground. This is my patch of ground. I'm going to fight for it. And that's what Spirit is telling you. But it's going to take a lot of patience. It's going to take patience. So I don't know what this is you're looking toward. Some kind of a liberation. Spirit saying, I know you're hurting. I see you. I know you're hurting. But this is your potential to be free, to be independent. She's got money that she needs to take care of herself. I swear, now I read for a lot of people, and I don't know if this was you or not, but somehow it might have been. I'm getting a flashback here. This Queen of Swords in reverse. Didn't we talk, was it you? Because I talked to so many people with the same message about watching your thoughts. It seems like, Richard, I swear I thought it was you maybe. Mickey B, 30 likes and the wine comes out. I knew one or two of y'all were still here. I could see that. Well, at least it's wine and not tequila, because you know what tequila does, right? You know the song. So, Richard, I just kind of feel like maybe this is telling you, because the Queen of Swords is really, she's cold or indifferent, but she's also not a positive thinker, right? And I think that Spirit is kind of warning you to catch your thoughts, to not get sucked down into that downward spiral of negative thinking, because that's what causes this. Remember me earlier talking about you've got to fill your cup? I mean, it was in a love reading for somebody, but it's the same thing. You have to find a way to get yourself happy without looking toward your outside third dimension, whatever. I can't talk anymore. I'm tired. Experience. You can't rely on things outside of you to bring you happiness. There will always be disappointment if you do that. You have to decide, I'm going to be happy. Yeah, I'm going to have days. I got to pick myself up. But I just feel like there's Spirit wants you to get more control, if you will, over your thinking about yourself. Mickey B says, keep fighting, Richard, and do good, and the world will give you good. Well, amen to that, Mickey. Amen to that. Don't give up. I mean, truly, I've never gotten that message from this card, but I did for you tonight. Don't give up. Never give up. It's not about how many times you fall down. It's only getting up that one more time, right? Richard saying, yes, it's the block I was talking about. I'm trapped inside of me, kind of. I'm not connected to my body and the environment. Trauma is related, I think. Yes, it certainly could be, Richard. That would be definitely a psychological side effect of that, disassociation on some level. There can be other things, more woo-woo reasons for that as well. Do you meditate at all? Because that's one way to help bring you back into alignment with all of you. In other words, let me rephrase that. So bringing a little bit of woo-woo in here for you. Sometimes if we experience trauma, it's like it knocks a piece of us, when talking about the big whole being, not just the physical body. It's like there's a piece of us that gets separated. And we know something's missing. We can't fix it. We don't know how to fix it. It's just somewhere we just know something's missing. And that's kind of what I'm feeling when I tune into your energy. And I can tell you meditation helps to bring you back into alignment. And eventually, if you do that enough consistently, it can help bring that back for you, bring that missing piece back for you. Mickey is saying, when we disconnect, Richard, we allow the dark in. Trauma leads to disassociation. Well, there you go. See, I knew you had a serious side, Mickey. I knew you did. That's what all that fun is about, because you probably have a serious job. Stand on the grass barefoot and connect. Oh, amen, brother. Yes. Feel the wind in your hair and all that, right. But he does have a good point there, Richard. Nature is a big, big, big healer, and we, especially if we live in the cities like so many of us do, we disconnected, you know, we're living in these concrete jungles. Nature really does have a healing effect on the physical human body, the energy of the physical body. We need negative ions. Richard is saying, I know meditation and other practices help a lot, but some resistances or sabotaging forces keep me distracting myself toward old habits still not purified yet. Well, purified is a heavy word. That is a really heavy word, Richard. That's putting a lot, that's a big, big task. And I know we're talking about semantics here, but I'd like to maybe pose that you think of that a little differently. Think of it in terms of more a journey, not so much a quest, but a journey. You know, there's a saying the Chinese have, I think it is, that work is longer than life. Okay, you know, when you work on one issue, you're just, that's great. Now let's go over here and work on this one. Do you know that game? I used to take my kids to the arcade, and there's a game called Whack-A-Mole. And it's a, you know, like, and not a video game, but a game, and there are circles, and these things pop up through the circle, and you have a little mallet, and it starts popping up, and you hit that one, and it goes down, and then another one comes up, and it gets faster and faster, and that's kind of life. Life is a whack-a-mole game. And so you peel one layer of the onion, and you go over here and do something else, and you come back and peel another layer. So you can't, back to that, you can't give up on yourself. You can't. You just have to keep moving and believe that you're making progress, right? Because we can't depend on anybody outside of us to believe in us either. So it's really important that you not give up on yourself. You do things that you know support healing, like meditation, like going out in nature, but also not judging yourself. There's no timeline in my mind of when we have to be healed. I mean, it's, like I said, it's a journey. Richard's saying to Mickey, yes, again, it's more about doing it. It's a weird process I'm in. Hey, Richard, how long have you felt this? I mean, I know you talked about some other things all of your life, some of it, but there's something that, some weirdness you've been dealing with more recently, like in the last, what, I'm saying maybe 3 years? Is that true? Do you feel that at all? God, I love that too, Mickey. That's fabulous. Yes. Small moves, Ellie. Okay, that came from a movie. Oh, I can see her face. Jodie Foster did a movie. It was about aliens, and, well, not aliens per se, but it was, I mean, not in the spooky alien thing. I can't remember. Do you remember the name of this movie, y'all? It was 3 years ago. I can feel that. There was a shift. Something happened 3 years ago. Well, something, I'm not sure you experienced a trauma 3 years ago. I'm saying I feel a shift in your energy that started 3 years ago. Who knows this movie with Jodie Foster, and she goes in this space capsule, and she ends up on this shore of some foreign planet, and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, she's flashing back to her childhood and her father, and he started her on her journey learning about science. She had a two-way radio, and she would get frustrated because she couldn't get the station. And he would come in there and watch her being frustrated, and he would say to her, he would lean down and whisper, small moves, Ellie, small moves. When you turn the dial, you're tuning in to that thing you want, but you got to take those little small moves one at a time until you get where you wanting to be. So I wish I could remember the name of that movie. It'll come to me at 2 in the morning, right? Yes, it's a lot of remembering about other dimensional beings and some other weird things. Well, see, you're not going to scare me off of that kind of talk, because I mean, I just, yeah. And that's why I'm asking you. I think, did you start that experience 3 years ago? Because there's something else going on in your energy that's not you. It's something outside of you affecting you, is why I'm asking you these weird questions. It's not a race, correct, Mickey? No, it's not a race. It's a journey. Treat yourself as you would another. Amen. Very, very wise, yes. And you know, how do we want to be treated? Yes, with love and compassion and patience. And non-judgment. That's the biggest thing, isn't it? Because we know we shouldn't judge other people, but how often do we judge ourselves? Oof, that's a hard one. Okay, 3 years ago was the first contact about what I call the werewolf kind of possession trance state. Okay, yeah, I could feel that you had some other experience. Moving while sleeping, that makes sense. I called it contact, I think. Contact, that was it. That was the movie, Mickey, thank you. That was exactly the movie. And that was the scene in it. That Jodie Foster, that's it. Thank you for that. Yep, contact. So Richard, okay, I'm a little tired to probably be doing you justice here, so forgive me for that. I don't, I'm always a little hesitant to go to these real woo-woo places, but I think we have a small enough audience watching here, maybe we can talk about it. Well, thank you for that. Well, let me explain before I'm tired. I've been talking a lot, almost all day today. And I've been talking to a lot of people, which means my energy is intertwined with a lot of other people. And my hesitation is I want to be sure what I'm saying to you is reflecting your energy. And so that's why I'm just taking a minute here, trying to pull my energy back so I can give you a more accurate what I'm feeling. I hope that made sense. You do, I feel like you have an attachment, okay? I'm just going to throw that out there. Some kind of an attachment. Now, there are all different kinds of attachments. There are, good God, I've got my list over here. When I do a house healing, a house clearing, there's like 37, 38, it's growing. The number of things that I look for. It could be anything from a psychic cord to a non-human life form to there are forms that roam the earth that don't typically manifest in a physical body, but can. It can be when, I think I talked about this the other night on live, there are, like, I'm just giving you examples, or I'm not saying this is you, this is an example. The disincarnate, beings, disincarnate humans, all kinds of different things that can attach to you. There are these dark energy forms that, for example, if you, let's say a person, not you, but a person lives a kind of depressing life, and or maybe they even have addictions or whatever, and so every day they sit in this room and bemoan life, or you've known these people, we all have, sadly, or know of them. Well, their energy is sloughing off every day, so to speak. They're depositing, wherever we go, we leave some of our energy. So if this person is living, for example, in this house, particularly in this one room, and they're in that energy, let's say then they live in this house for 10, 20 years, and maybe they pass on a move or whatever. So that energy kind of looks like, I can't put this into words really. It's like loose blobs of kind of grayish, whatever, kind of like no real form. But the longer it's there, it kind of starts to coalesce and form something, okay? Now, that can happen. It can form something, like I said, become more coalesced. And then if it continues, it can actually kind of become its own life form. Like it's just loose stuff over here, but the longer it continues, it's like a magnet of that energy comes together and forms something that's, I won't say it has a consciousness. I can't say that, but it will glob onto people. It can glob onto people. That's a whole long speech about that, but I'm just saying there's all kinds of things that, and I feel like there's something odd going on that is attached to you. God, AJ, see, I knew you guys were sleepers. You were sneaking in here. You were saying you were leaving, and yet here you are. I knew it. I knew it. You were hoping that wine was coming out. Well, I'm over here having a serious conversation with Richard, so let me see. Let me catch up here. No, we're not talking about Mick. We're talking about Richard. AJ, you're funny. I'm trying to remember Project Monarch. It's vague in my mind. I'm trying to pull it out and I can't. I mean, I know it had something to do with, yeah, other things. No, I can't say worldly. Otherworldly. That's what I meant to say. Okay, kids at the MK Ultra Project. Well, first thing you can do is start doing protection rituals every day. Have you done that? Have you made that a part of your healing regimen, is to do a protection ritual? But I can tell you this while you're waiting for your answer. Many of these energies are detrimental. Most of them, in fact, are detrimental to the human body, to the human form. And some of them, like these, some of these life forms, I'll call them, that have been on Earth for a long time that aren't necessarily in human bodies, they didn't really have emotions when they were first created. So, and they were here long before humans. And so they liked when they started experiencing humans, they said, what is this thing, emotions? And so they would kind of glob onto us for the purpose of experiencing emotions. But what I started to say, well, you need to protect yourself because two things. One, it's imperative you start doing a protection ritual. You can find lots of those suggestions online. They're very simple, but they're, okay, well, that's good. I'm glad you're aware of that, but you still need to protect yourself. For example, I was getting off track here. I wanted to tell you the other thing. It's very important that you keep positive and happy. And I'm not even kidding about this. I'm not even kidding. Because they tend to pull your energy and drain your energy, but that's kind of what they feed on. So if you're happy and positive, you're not feeding them. That's good. You don't want to feed that. So remember that. That's number 2. What else was I going to say? I lost it. Did I lose it? What the heck was I going to say? Oh, even people who, I mean, I can channel, you know, but I don't want this to be about me, but some people need more protection than others. Some people need more protection than others. We all go through especially if we're consciously evolving, okay? We go through stages of being more vulnerable than other times. And that's just life anyway, but particularly for those who are more conscious, spiritually speaking. And I think, number one, you're more vulnerable in general. That's not meant as a criticism. It's just you're more sensitive, right? But because of that, you need more protection than maybe other people might, or maybe than you even might at another time in your life. I hope that made sense. Well, I hear what you're saying. Your body was a vessel for something else. I don't know that I can comment on that without knowing more about that. But I'm just hearing real strongly that you need to do protection rituals. And also, if you have something that's blessed, or like I have things that have been, I know that's a broad topic too. Something being blessed, okay, from my perspective. Mickey's saying, start to meet your hierarchy of needs, strip it back to the bare minimum, and work from the ground up. Learn to care about yourself for the present, not the past or the future. Oh, Mickey, that's brilliant. Yes. Yes. And so, and I agree, because I think Mickey's making a point too that, yeah, that happened, but get to the present day, because you can't change all that, whatever. Let's deal with what is here right now, which is taking care of your immediate needs. And I really like that, yes. Well, yes, Richard, but people get too wrapped up, and I think it's one of the things that's wrong with some of this new agey stuff. That I'm all about woo-ba, but not new agey stuff, because to me and maybe that's just a language thing, but there's not enough emphasis on practical day-to-day things. Yeah, I'm all about growing spiritually, and Lord knows the weird stuff I deal with, but I'm very grounded. I got a foot firmly planted on this 3D earth. I like my food. I like to drink wine. I like all the pleasures of being in a physical body and the experiences I can have here. And I'm not willing to go out. I mean, I can go out there, but I'm not going to stay there. I need to have feet firmly planted, because I'm in a physical body. And so it's very alluring, it's very seductive to be on a spiritual journey and be going off and experiencing new things, but you're going to lose yourself. It's like some people, excuse me, channeling itself isn't that hard. I don't know if you know that, well, anymore. It used to be. But a lot of people lose themselves because suddenly they kind of get so enamored with what they're dealing with. It's so cool and out there and unique that they don't stay grounded in themselves. And I feel like there's a little bit of that going on for you. Well, I don't think I use those words, but yeah, sleep paralysis, yeah, I can see how that can apply. Excuse me. Well, I'm giving you, I feel like, some practical things to do to help you build that link. Richard, I hope that you will do that. And again, it also helps to keep you grounded. We talked about meditating, and I like Mickey's suggestion of go out in nature, put your feet in the earth. Do grounding things. Do meditate. What was the other one I said? Meditate, and I can't remember now. I've talked so long. Well, good. Well, I'm glad you think that. It is magical. That's awesome. Yeah, I'm not asking you to give it up. I am asking you to be smart and realize that you're still in a 3D body, and you have the responsibility and to take care of this so that you can go and do and experience those things, but not at the sacrifice of this. That's actually what I'm saying. Not, you don't want to go there and sacrifice this or mental balance, because that happens to people who, I mean, I have students, I teach meditation classes, and I have this lovely lady, she's just fabulous, but she can go out there. I mean, people want to be her because she can go out there, but you know, she has to bring herself back, and sometimes she doesn't want to come back. Well, you can't, no. You have to bring yourself back. Yes, thank you, Mickey. I do appreciate you chiming in here. That was very meaningful, everything you had to say. I'm very grateful that we're all here helping Richard tonight. You guys, this has been so special. Thank you for everybody who's chimed in tonight. That's very possible, Richard. Yeah, I think that many of us who have been on this journey a while will start remembering things. A lot of people have said, some astrologers, not me, have said that people who have a tendency to have, you know, psychic abilities and things like that will, I forget, y'all talk with my hands so much, their abilities will increase because the veil is getting thinner between the worlds. That's, you know, the non-physical world and the physical world, the veil is getting thinner. All the more reason why we need to be grounded in our physical bodies while all that's going on. I know I'm preaching, right? When is Pluto has already moved into Aquarius, and it will be here, I don't remember, for about the 19 years, I think it is, something like that. I think it's about 19 years, but it just moved into Aquarius about, I don't know, a week or two ago, something like that, if I remember correctly. I don't think I'd go seeking for anything more, Richard. I think you have plenty on your plate. I think you need to find balance where you are with what you're dealing with. And if that's meant to happen, it will happen, but don't go seeking it. You know, it might be too much for you, energetically speaking. You need to get back the piece that you're missing from your trauma. I am not a licensed psychologist, but that's what I'm feeling. Okay, guys, I think I am toast for the night. I think I will bid you all adieu. A very good evening, and I want to thank you again. This has been lovely in so many ways, so much fun. I'll think about you when I put my swords away tonight. It's my pleasure, Richard. Yes, thanks to everybody. Honest to goodness, this has just been one of the more fun lives I've ever had. Probably the most fun, I have to honestly. Yeah, the sword, right? That was fun. I've got two more I didn't show you. Well, one of them is, yes, one of them is mine, one was my father's, but I've got a total of 4. I forgot I had that 4th one in there, so maybe next live we'll do those. Okay, guys, thank you again, everybody, for making this a special night. I appreciate you so much, and I'm going to say good night. See y'all later, and I wish you all many, many blessings. Yes, Mickey, I hope so. Really, I look forward to you and your gang. That was fun. Okay, guys, sweet dreams. Swordville. Good night.